Good morning, beautiful souls. It is Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium. It is the 22nd of May, and I'm here to do your daily reading for insight and guidance today. So how this works, guys, is I'm going to pull 3 cards, and all you need to do is take a breath and allow your energy to take you where it wants to go. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Don't think about it too much. You may be drawn to more than one number, and that is totally okay. So I'm going to pull 3 cards randomly out of the deck. I do not know what they are. Let's see. There's number 1, number 2, and number 3. So just take a breath, see where your energy is drawn. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Beautiful. I'm going to pop them up out of the way. And let's see what number 1 has to offer today. Letting go, releasing binds. Nice, I like this card. Let's see what else wants to go with it. Freedom, absolutely. And bigger picture, nice. All right, so guys, number 1, what the cards are about today. Letting go, freedom, and the bigger picture. So letting go. Okay, and now there's been a very, very strong message resonating all week with the cards about releasing what no longer serves. And very much so, these cards are continuing that journey today. Okay, so by releasing binds, you know, it's releasing what holds us down. And these can be thoughts, concepts, opinions, all of those kind of little bits and pieces. Okay, and so by taking an opportunity to see where those binds are held, you know, sometimes they belong to our past, sometimes they belong to our present. We could be stuck in a job that we don't like, a relationship that we don't like. We may be keeping ourselves in an environment that's not productive for us. We may be holding on to the concept that our self-worth isn't really where it should be, you know, holding on to thoughts and processes of I can'ts and I shouldn'ts and everything else like that. Okay, so very much so, just take a moment to see where that energy sits for you today. And let's have a look at the release. Okay, so freedom, release, self-love and determination. And that's the thing around it is, you know, when we do let go, it encompasses all of these qualities. You know, it encompasses release, it encompasses self-love, and absolutely encompasses determination. And so what the cards are asking you to do is to bring those beautiful qualities in, the release, the self-love and the determination, and it's going to make letting go and releasing these binds a lot easier. Okay, now looking at the bigger picture, this is your motivator card, okay? It's giving you that concept of looking at the long term, you know. Yep, sure, it might not matter so much today, but what about in 10 years? What about in 5 years' time? What about next week? You know, having a look at the bigger picture and the bigger benefits, the bigger gains, the bigger accomplishments and everything else like that, and use this focus, use this energy to help you gather up your resources to release these binds, because releasing binds is never easy. Okay, it is never easy, which is why the self-love and the determination comes into it. Okay, self-love is something that isn't easy at times as well. So number 1, very much so, okay. Again, it's that same resonating message, which, as I've explained to you guys on a daily read, absolutely makes sense for me about releasing the binds, okay. Bringing in some self-love and determination to help you do that. But very much so using the bigger picture, the long term, beyond this self, beyond this moment. Okay, having a look at the bigger picture and using that as that motivation to really draw some energy here to release what no longer serves. Okay. I'll pop those back in the deck. Pop number 1 over here. And let's see what number 2 has to offer today. Uncertainty, confusion and doubt with clouded judgment. All right. Taking a moment. Spirit. Nice. Okay, so number 2. You've pulled the uncertainty card, taking a moment, and spirit. So what I want to say to you guys is, again, it's a carryover message from yesterday, and you know, don't need to explain 20 times that makes sense in a daily read. So uncertainty, confusion, doubt, and clouded judgment. Okay, I feel this is a reflection right now of how we're feeling, feeling a little bit clouded in our head. I don't necessarily want to be stuck in a rut, but I don't necessarily don't want to say that this doesn't apply to some people. You know, for me, I just feel like this is trying to sort through, trying to get that point of clarity that, okay, this is what I need to do to move forward. It's like you've made that decision to move forward, but you're not sure how. Okay, and you know, again, these are general readings, so keep it in context for what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. Okay, but you know, for me right now, when we talk about making that decision to move forward, that's what resonates to me with this card. And by moving forward, you know, keep that in context. It can be simply about changing jobs, it can be simply about decluttering the house, or it can be something really significant as well. Okay, I definitely draw on the energies of these cards to give me a nice broad perspective. So what the cards are asking you to do is take a moment. Grounding and rest are needed. Okay, so by grounding our energy, connecting our electrical system to the Earth's electrical system, by taking a moment to rest, this confusion, this doubt, this clouded judgment is going to start to lift away. We're going to start to have some answers come in, some clarity come in. Now, you've got to have an open heart and an open mind to listen and to take in these moments as well, okay? To be able to trust yourself when the realization comes in how to clear this, that you're going to embrace it. Okay, now when the Spirit card comes, it's a really beautiful reminder that our loved ones past are with us. Absolutely they are. Okay, and so use that energy. Use the signs that you're feeling around you at the moment to help validate that these thought processes are good. Okay, that the things that you're working out in your head from this moment of uncertainty are validated. That you have support through this time. You know, and I do get a very strong, in fact, my ears start ringing as soon as I go to say that. I do get a very strong sense that you are feeling spirit around you at this time. Okay, and as I said, that can be a subtle energy, it can be a big energy. We all know spirit likes to visit in all shapes and forms. So use that. It's a support, it's a comfort, and it's a guide. Okay, so for number 2, as I said, to clear this, to get yourself to that, okay, so what do? Take a moment, spend some time grounding, spend some time resting, and trust that you're supported. Trust yourself. Okay, there's going to be clarity that comes in, so trust yourself. Trust yourself to listen and to accept it. Okay, pop number 2 over to the side, and let's see what number 3 had to offer lastly. Healing. Healing, healing, healing. Okay, number 3. You have the healing card, the heartache card, or the intention card. Okay, so number 3, when I sit with this energy for you, I want to say that you're starting to step into the healing. Okay? Now, it asks you to be patient, but to allow healing in. All right? And so I do feel this is like tap, tap, tap. Hello, healing's here. Avon calling. That's what ran through my head. But allowing that healing to start to come in, okay? Because there have been some challenging matters of the heart, okay? They want to validate that this healing, you know, it has substance. So allow it to start to flow. Now, when you've got the intention card, you know, where does yours lay? When we focus our intentions on what we do want, on the positive aspects and everything else like that, our energy flows to that. When we set our intentions on what could go wrong, how crap we feel, all of that kind of stuff, then everything just feels so much worse. When it rains, it pours. You can guarantee if you kicked your toe, you'll kick your other toe later in the afternoon. It's that kind of energy. Okay, so what the cards are asking you to do is they're acknowledging that there is a healing process going around, that it is completely validated because you've had these challenging matters of the heart. But just to be really mindful that your intention is focused on the end result that you seek, you know, that happiness, that peace, that harmony, the balance, the success, all of that kind of stuff, you know. Just allow yourself to really feel it, to relish in it. It's a, you know, law of attraction stuff and all that kind of doohickey. Okay, so number 3, again, you've got the healing base coming off the back of the heartache, but it's time to heal. You're able to do this, but you need to be really clear where you're setting your intention. Focus your intention on how good it feels to be on the other side of the healing, to have the success, to have the heartache behind you. Okay, allow that feeling to really sit with your heart because it'll throw that intention in a really good way and it'll help. Absolutely, it will help, okay? A really nice, basic, simple message for you, number 3, is simply that the healing is in, but allow it to come in and just be really mindful where you set your intention through that process. Awesome. All right, so let's pop these over and do a quick reflection. So there's number 3. Oops, put them back over that side, didn't I? That's okay. There's number 3. number 2, and number 1. So letting go, uncertainty, and healing. Letting go, uncertainty, and healing. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for joining me today. It has been an absolute pleasure to read for you, as always. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share. And other than that, take care, have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.